We're here at Seward Park on the Lower East Side, and it says it's only 3 acres, but it looks a lot bigger. A lot going on. Let's take a look. This is the Seward Park branch of the New York Public Library. It's really nicely landscaped. It really quiets things down in an otherwise very dense residential area. It has its own rec center, a small one, in the middle of the park. And basketball courts, where a woman is practicing with her sword. I read that this is considered the first municipal playground in the U.S. Getting some personal training. This basketball hoop is for younger kids, not 10 feet high. It's well used, but not overused, at least this time of the day in the morning. Friday, August 14th, 2020. It's a little less humid today. It's been a very humid tropical week so far. But we've had storms that have attempted to clear things out, reduce the humidity somewhat. It's still got to be more than 50%, but some of the days it's been 90%. So there's lots of benches to sit at. We walk down. I think this would be called an alley in a park. There's a play fountain for kids. And another playground where the kids haven't arrived yet. A couple playgrounds. I'll just show you some of the surrounding area, the Lower East Side. Like a lot of New York City neighborhoods, this one has gone through different changes in ethnicities. It once was heavily Jewish, and more recently is sort of an extension of Chinatown, but not solely Chinese. It's more heterogeneous. So if you were going to say to somebody, meet me at Seward Park, you'd have to be a little bit more specific, because it is only 3 acres, but there's a lot of benches here. Let's just walk around the outside of the park. This is Canal Street. Almost unbelievably, this is a quiet part of Canal. When you get west of the Bowery, then it really becomes Very busy street. And this building is called the Forward Building. And it caught my eye because there's Hebrew writing along the top. So we'll walk west down Canal. If you look straight down, now this cab is blocking the view a little bit, but you'll see a blue structure. That's the Manhattan Bridge. So Canal goes under it, and straight ahead is the municipal building, Manhattan Municipal Building. It has a decent sized city bike dock. That's where I came and parked my bike. Take it back, this isn't Canal, it says Canal Street back there, but it's East Broadway. So, correction on that one. Streets also change names around here, so it's Rutgers Street here, but Essex Street on the other side of Canal. This is Canal. So that was Canal, and it jogged, and then became East Broadway. So that makes sense. Looking west down Canal. And now we're walking north along Essex Street, across the street from the park, along the west side of the park. One thing when you're filming, especially in a dense urban environment, you want to capture the street life and the people, but you don't want to make people feel uncomfortable by filming them. Some people don't want to be filmed. I know sometimes when I'm on the Brooklyn Bridge and people are filming, I don't really want to be in their shots myself. So that's why sometimes you have to turn the camera away, even though you still want to capture the essence of humanity, just not focus too closely in on it. Look at some of the other buildings across the street. One thing too you hope for is it's a GoPro camera has a wide angle lens, so it can pick up a lot of things on the periphery without you directly pointing the camera at someone. This is Hester Street, one of the east-west streets in the neighborhood. And we haven't come up to this part of the park yet. It's a running track with basketball courts in the middle. You have to have parks in cities. Sometimes I see certain neighborhoods where there's a lot of development going on and there's just no parks anywhere in the vicinity, and I just think it's not ideal for the people who are going to live in those buildings. So they still have a Shabbat house, Jewish center here on the Lower East Side. So there still is some element of that community. We'll walk around the northern edge of the park and see if there's anything else. I think there's stores here along the northern edge, but we'll walk around on Canal Street. This across the street it looks like a school, but there was a long line of adults waiting to go in for something. I don't know whether it was to register their kids for classes or what was going on. Canal Street and Essex Street, so you know where you're at. Coming up on Norfolk Street. Some newer apartment buildings built in the area. When you get further east all the way over to the river, there's a lot of public housing projects. I haven't seen a subway stop. I know there's one in this general area, the East Broadway stop on the F train, but other than that, it's a long walk to the subway. So we'll walk through this, under this scaffolding, back over to the park, where I think we'll have seen everything there is to see. All right, that'll do it. That's our weekly New York City Park walkthrough. Thanks for joining me.